Hello, fake sinners, and welcome to this week's meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society. I'm your host, Lily, and this week I'm listening to Your Side of the Moon by Ryan Ross.
I'm your other host, Adam. This week I'm listening to Landslide by Fleetwood Mac.
But we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's drop the needle.
This is amazing. You are literally like my musical soulmate.
This is a bop.
Now that we do the intros up top, I now am realizing that the secondary problem that I'm developing is that I don't know how to start the podcast anymore. Because it used to be that we would have the cold open and then we'd do the theme song and then we'd introduce ourselves and then we'd just be able to kind of go. But now we do the new version of the cold open. And then now we have to kind of like flail into podcast.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
It was really fucking weird.
Which is also like different from the other podcasts that we do, where it's kind of just like, here's a little bit of focus and a lot of shooting the shit. And we kind of like killed our shoot the shit moment that was at least like meant for that. Yeah,
but here we are. Well, there's going to be opportunities. We really need to talk about, because we did mention in the rigmarole when we were kind of figuring out like, okay, oh my God, here's the things that are going to be next. And here's how the podcast is going to go. We did talk about doing that monthly podcast, The Cold Open, where we do have our off-topic discussions about like games and movies and all kinds of other stuff like that. But the people yearn for The Cold Open, as we're going to find out a little bit later, because we're being asked completely unrelated questions, and it's wonderful. I love every second of it. But we are a music podcast called Sad Kids Record Society, as spoken. I'm Lily, that's Adam.
Hi.
And we are on episode 2 of our My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade season, which feels crazy. And what that means, if you have never listened to a version of our podcast before, is that we're going to get into the songs. Last week, we talked about the album as a whole. And this week, we're going to start talking about the songs as we go. So this week, we are going to be talking about the first 2 songs on the Black Parade, which is The End and Dead. My wife is ordering DoorDash without me.
Oh,
I think that's grounds.
Podcast canceled. Marriage canceled.
Marriage canceled. Podcast canceled. Love, believe it or not, canceled. So
it can in fact not bloom on a battlefield.
And truly, unrelated to that, I'm noticing too, my hair now is doing this thing. This is great for the YouTube and not for the audio, but my roots are slowly starting to come back. And so it's still like a surprisingly, I got my hair dyed this blue in December. Before Christmas. And so it is really hanging in there, still pretty vibrant, getting way longer and longer. But my roots are pretty noticeably coming back in with the dark there. But I've noticed that like when I like separate my hair, or like I have like bangs or whatever the fuck my look is right now, the brown, the really dark brown of my natural hair is showing up pretty vividly. And I feel like I get more compliments on it with the roots growing in than I did when it was like shockingly blue. So
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's pretty interesting. I like having colorful hair. Blue hair and pronouns. That's just me, you know?
It's like we just
definition.
died. Yeah, I mean, you probably can't walk around some states, especially mine.
Yeah, I barely. Mine, for the time being, also a little shaky. Getting there.
No good. I'm
no
sitting
good.
on the sheet. Why am I on a sheet? Yeah, I dyed Carrie's hair, and she had like the undercut for the longest time and is slowly starting to let it grow out on the sides again. And it's like fucking red. It's like fucking red, like red.
Oh wow!
And
when did you do this? Clearly between last week and this week, because it wasn't like that.
No, I think probably the light in here is obviously terrible, so you can't tell. But yeah, I think it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and
that's a really terrible lighting, man. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's not great. At first she was like, I fucking hate it. That's not what the box looked like. And I'm like, that's exactly what the fucking box looked like. Like, you got what you paid for.
That like manic panic, like weird.
Yeah.
Like,
did I make the wrong decision? Shave it all off. But it's
bald wife.
Hell yeah. Be a bald wife guy. I mean, I was already an undercut wife guy. So we're about there. She hates it, but I really like it. But it's starting to grow out on the side, so it really is starting to take on almost a look closer to yours, where it's like, hey, here's a little bit of all natural with the deep color. Mm-hmm. I like it
because her hair, what's her natural hair color?
It's like a blonde, like a dirty blonde, but she's kind of gone like in brown. We've never done anything too crazy. It's basically just been like blonde, brown, red. But this is probably the first time that we've done red in like 10 fucking years. So we did it shortly after we first got together and then have not gone back since. So it's nice.
I'd be interested in seeing like how this like vibrant, because like my hair is like dark brown normally.
Yeah.
As you can, if you're watching, you can see like that's, like I said, that is legit my natural hair color showing right there. But like I kind of would love to see like what if I had like lighter hair, like what it would look like growing back in.
Oh yeah.
I will be saving this for the cold open episode we do whenever we figure out when we're going to do that. But I did play and beat Life is Strange Reunion.
Oh yeah.
But one of the characters, Chloe, who I'm actually convinced at this point, like seeing Chloe's like development as a kid into an adult now with these games, I'm convinced that if I had like realized that I was a girl way earlier in life, I would have just been Chloe. Like it would have turned out to be exactly like Chloe Price, just like fuck middle fingers to the law, fucking cursing all the time and stuff like that. Like I think that would have just been who I would have been as a person. But she had blue in the first game, and then this game she has green, but it's like fading and like her like blonde roots are like showing. And I think it's a cool look. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see like what would you look like if you had light hair. So
yeah, I sent you a message. I don't really think the second picture came through well enough, unless you just want like the side of hair of where it was. But then there's red. Or red.
Yeah, that is pretty aggressively red. That's good. That looks good though.
I like it. I still need to finish Reunion. I just have not sat down and fucking done it. I'll do that by the time we do the cold open.
Yeah, I really like it, but we'll talk about that more as we go. You really were just like, you know what, this second picture. I
realized I fucked up after I hit it. I meant to hit the one next to it. Didn't really go that way.
I mean,
if I'd have clicked up, we'd be fucked up right now.
Listen, the amount of times and I need to be more careful about this, and thankfully it has not been a thing yet. The amount of times I've needed to send you something and almost disastrously clicked up slightly is far too much for my comfort.
Yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. Yeah. Because I've also noticed that like Discord and for sure X, I think Facebook also are just like, you hit that picture, you send it. You don't want to confirm it. You just fuck it going.
It's going. You don't ask. You don't do shit. I'm proud to say at this stage of my life that Adam has not seen my tits. And
correct.
It's about all you can really ask for.
Yeah. I think most people are happy when I don't see their tits.
Yeah. Including your wife.
Just all hair dyes, no tits.
All hair dye, no tits. Party on. We should probably move on to the mail time. Let's talk about let's send it over to the mail time.
Mail time.
Yes, I hate you.
You know, I'd probably be safer and feel safer with my pictures if your app's actually stuck to the albums that you stuck it in. Then everything would be safe.
I feel like I need to, because the thing about it too is that I feel like I need to no, that's stupid because I'm so tied into the ecosystem at this point. The album situation on iPhone. You have an Android, right?
I have an Android.
The album system on iPhone is not ideal. So it's just like the shuffling of fun picture, cute selfie, tits, ass, right. Selfie, statue of Bucky. Like there's stuff. So.
I mean, that's what it does when like you're in an app. If you're in an app, it just says "fuck your albums."
Here's everything.
You have to click like 17 buttons maybe to find your albums. Bullshit.
Yeah. Boomer and it's on top of the fact that I might even just append this into the section before. On top of the fact that I'm like an unrepentant slut, and I just take pictures anyway. Because of like my situation, I take a lot of like progress photos. And so it's just flooded with like photographs of me, you know, just here. And so it's just like, I just have to be so careful. And thankfully I have not accidentally sent any nudes to my friends. No, fuck, that's not true.
Oh no.
I did catch it in time because it was just a regular text. So my wife's name is this is just part of mail time now. This has to stay here. It's an incredible story. So my wife's name is Chelsea, as you know. I have a friend that I've had for a very long time. Really great friend. Really took care of me when I moved to Seattle the first time. That I've known for going on 10 years now. Her name is Chelsea. And so I have, I always get I'm
fucking burning up.
That all good, man. You're home alone, so it's a good time to have the door open. I have my wife Chelsea in my phone as Chels with like a heart and like a little heart eyes emoji, whatever. Sure. And then I have Chelsea, my friend, saved in my phone like as her name. And I was sending a picture, a spicy one, to my wife Chelsea, but I typed in Chels and tapped and sent without really looking, and it auto filled to Chelsea, my friend Chelsea. And so thankfully, and the thing of it too is that like it wasn't like just a cold thing. We were having a conversation, and that's why it autofilled to her, because it was the most recent conversation I was having. And so I was like, fuck. And thankfully I was able to unsend the photograph, and I was like, you didn't see fucking anything. And she was like, what? And I was like, I did this. And she's like, oh no, I swear to God, I didn't see a single, I didn't even see the notification yet. And I was like, let's go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. And I think that has caused me to be way more cautious about sending that kind of stuff. But the fact that was the only one, I feel pretty good about that. So yeah. Anyway, this is the mail time where we read your letters. Cool. Annie, I promised Annie I was going to talk about my nipples, and that was a joke. But I mean,
here we are.
Technically talking about my nipples. We do have some children listening to this podcast. Man, what the fuck are we doing?
I know.
Speaking of children. Probably. We have another email from Jess. I need to come up with a nickname for Jess because Jess is very clearly going to be part of the pantheon of friends.
Around. They're gonna be around.
Yeah, Jess. Also, the title, the subject line of their email of his email is "Hello again" in parentheses, friend of a friend. That makes me feel. I love that song. Jess, he says, I just remembered that I do in fact have more letters in my name, so you can call me Jasper also if you want. Cool. I'm so far only about 20 minutes into the Black Parade overview, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I can only email you right now. Hope you're doing okay. Just let us know when you can. We'll be here. As a non-MCR fan who has, I think, only heard Welcome to the Black Parade in teenagers, I would like to share my knowledge of the band. G-Note. Everyone thinks Frank and Gerard are gay for each other. Thanks. They are afraid of children. 21 Pilots has a cover of Cancer, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Yep, that's about it. You should also understand Mikey and Pete. It's probably important. And also, what are your thoughts if you, this is what I mean by the people yearn for the cold open. What are your thoughts if you have any on Tomodachi Life living the dream? I personally am very excited to plan to spend an unhealthy number of hours playing it. And then Jasper here says, here's your panic image of the week, whatever unit of time until I email in. And it's a picture of real old school Panic. All of them long, swoopy hair. And the caption is, from left to right, we have Brent Wilson, Umbrellaist, Ryan Ross, Scissorist, Brendan Urie, Cellist, and Spencer Smith, Bowling Ballist. Ryan's hair is amazing in the worst way possible, and Brendan looks like a Karen. That's all. Bye. P.S. Boo! A teenager. Parentheses, me. Thank you, Jazz. We appreciate this email. Yes. And if you're watching the YouTube video, you will have seen that meme pop up on the screen. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts about Black Parade. Well, we'll get to Tomodachi. Very excited to hear your thoughts about Black Parade as we go. I think it is like a seminal album for this kind of music.
Yeah, for sure.
So the fact that it kind of slipped out of your radar is interesting. Not judging. It's just really interesting.
Age.
Well, yeah, but okay. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Tomodachi Life. I don't think that I missed the boat on the first one, but I know it's been like a decade and people are really fucking excited and it looks insane in the best way possible. So maybe I'll pick it up. I'm not sure yet. What about you?
I still don't have a Switch 2, so I don't even think it exists. I mean,
all right.
You know, I've got Stardew. Stardew's my comfy game.
Yeah.
Stardew is my forever comfy game. My cozy game, if you will.
I get that. We have more to talk about, though. We have an email here from Danny, not Annie. It's Danny.
Fuck. Why?
The villain of the podcast jumps in for the first time since our return. Danny says, I remember my first time listening to this album. It was 2014. I started college, and one of my old friends let me put this onto my PC so I could listen to it on my iPod Nano. My mind was blown away. I love every track, even the at the time hidden track Blood. I miss when artists put hidden tracks at the end of their albums. Oh man, that was such a cool. I loved hidden tracks back in the day. To all magicians, to all magicians, to all magicians. Can we please keep doing that again? That was me, not them. Danny wrote musicians. I said magicians for some reason.
And you made magic.
I sure did.
Podcast magic.
To all musicians, please do that again. I agree. It was always a nice surprise. Anyway, the Black Parade is a combination of theater kid and emo kid that kicks ass from start to finish. I need more concept albums like this in my life. Agreed heavily. Also, what did you think of the Super Mario Galaxy movie? I had a fun time with it and cannot wait for analysis videos to point out the details I missed. Love you, dorks. Danny. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either.
I'm going to be seeing it here in like 2 weeks, but it's part of like a birthday party thing that that we're going to. So I've been holding off because I want to see it.
Sure.
In the THS, we're gonna have a lot of movies to talk about when we do the Cold Open podcast. So we gotta talk about Mario. And we gotta talk about Project Hail Mary because I'm seeing that I think on Friday.
Ooh. All right.
And I've heard that's really good. So
yeah, I've got to see it. Aurora, the asshole that she is, about went to go see it with a friend without even being like, "Hey, parents, would you be interested in going to watch a movie?"
Oh, no. God, child.
God.
Yeah, hidden tracks. Really do need to do that more. We can talk more about like the concept. Like it's not really like a hard concept to grasp. If you were not part of the CD generation, Adam, you remember CDs?
Yeah, those weird things.
Yeah, CDs nuts. If you were not part of that generation, then you may not know like the beauty of a hidden track is like what people would do is they would have like, say they do a 12 song album. That because you don't have like breakpoints for tracks when you're looking at it, just like you just play it and it goes. You could just have a hidden like 13th song, and after some silence, it would just start going, and you'd have a hidden song that like was like an Easter egg if you were dedicated enough to stick around and listen to it. And Blood was one of those at the time, so I think that's a thing that people. Well, I don't even know if it's something that you can really do anymore. Because I think with the advent of the internet and like streaming and stuff like that, it's not really something you could hide.
Yeah, no,
so
it's always going to be in that track list.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a way for us, unless it's like, but again, if your last song is like 15 minutes and the song ends at like 4, it's like, well, clearly there's something else in the back end of this. So
yeah.
It's hard to parse. Yeah, I think we are unfortunately, Danny, past the point where we can logically do it, but I'm kind of like all for the return of CDs and mixed media. So
yeah, I would love for physical media to be an actual thing again that people care about. Obviously, I'm in a fucking room full of physical media. I kind of like for it to be more often of a thing.
Agreed.
Like went to Best Buy. They don't sell CDs. They don't sell movies.
They don't sell CDs or DVDs anymore. They just sell. I went into the Best Buy for the first time. It's like they replaced it with they've got Legos now.
Yeah.
I learned.
Yeah.
But they don't have like the electronics store doesn't have electronics anymore.
Right. Like their video games are like 2 shelves.
I know, it's insane. We sound very old.
We do. That's what people are here for. That's why we keep adopting children.
That's true. It does kind of make me feel good that like I feel like we're giving off cool parent vibes.
Yeah,
in a way, because like the youth, they yearn for the Sad Kids Record Society.
Yes, seems. They do. Sad mom and dad time.
Yeah.
You got another email?
I don't have any more emails, but I do have a comment.
Okay, read that comment. I'm changing shirts. I'm fucking hot.
Okay. He's gonna be away he can hear, but he cannot reply, which is probably good for me. So I can hear him yelling, but it's whatever. We have a comment from Dennis Wakeman. I don't know, you won't be able to hear that on the recording, but there he is. He did yell wake. Dennis says, people always connect Black Parade to Queen. However, I always felt Black Parade as an album was more in line with Pink Floyd's The Wall, and wonder if that influence was ever discussed. Also, welcome back. Thank you, Dennis. I don't know I don't think I've seen that comparison before, but that is a really interesting take. I think what I'd like to do is when we get to the end of the season, we rank Black Parade. I would also like to take like a beat while we're doing that to like our homework's going to be to listen to The Wall and then listen to Black Parade and then kind of pick out and like see how that works. Cause I never thought of that or heard of it. And I can, for my recollections of what The Wall sounds like, I can kind of see it. But I don't know. We'll have to do the thing. We do have one more response, and I do want Adam's input on this, and he's just... How long does it take a man to change a shirt?
Like shorts too. Your boy was hot.
Okay. God.
Well, the shorts were where the shorts should be.
Brother, you couldn't have done this. Do you need that? You're sitting down. Do you need a belt right now? What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. It's a whole thing. It's a presentation, I guess.
You fucking finicky bitch.
I've been over here like fucking...
Put your belly button away. Nobody wants to see that.
Belt line away.
Sit down.
Away.
Sit down, Squeezy Jibs. Fuck, nobody wants to. Hi. What do you think about all that staying in? That's on you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm down for this experiment. This little listening comparison experiment.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've sat down and like listened to The Wall. So I need to do that. I would like to probably like listen to them back to back and be like, okay, I can see that. Or not see it. I don't know. That's the beauty of interpretation.
Right.
Juxtaposition, if you will. Do you want to give me just like a really like solid wake since you were out of the room?
Oh yeah, since I was away. Wake.
Okay. Thank you. We do have one more thing here from Kirsten, the maestro, who confirms for us that yes, Liza Minnelli does sing that section of Mama, and I was insufferable about it when the album was released. She actually recorded that over the internet and sent it to them because she was busy in New York when they were recording. They were supposed to perform it together on stage once, and she had to call out because of illness. And the reason that the nurse sings it on stage in the new tour is because the original recording file is too old and messed up to play. Catch 17-year-old me on 2006 internet combing for recording footage, and there is none because Liza just did it with like headphones, a laptop, and Skype or something. And then we talked about how Microsoft Teams sucked for a second. And then Kirsten says, Gerard has also said that his obsession with cabaret is the reason that so much imagery in the new tour looks like a villainous MC. And that's how the queen of the geeky theater kids became a Black Parade emo. And then she sent a picture of Joel Grey as the cabaret MC, and then a picture of the MC in the My Chemical Romance show. So yeah,
nice.
All good, cool facts. I didn't know that about the tour. The tour because I haven't see them. Yeah. Bullshit. Yeah. That is it for our mail time this week. Thank everybody for writing in.
Yes.
If you'd like to do that as well, you can email us at thediscopod@gmail.com. That's our email address. That's where you can send emails, and people have been using that with great effect. We do appreciate it. I am off center.
Also, don't forget to comment anywhere that you can.
Yeah, so you can review the podcast anywhere you can review it. That is super helpful. Leave comments on all the platforms that allow for comments. Listen, I only know of one podcast platform that does allow for comments, and we don't mention its name. But if there are other ones, like if you're leaving comments on like some platform that we don't know about and we're just not reading your comments, let us know via one of our other avenues and we will check that other place and start looking at those. So please let us know. One of those avenues, aside from email, is Instagram, Sad Kids Record Society on Instagram, where you can send us messages. That's where Kirsten sent us those little bits about Liza Minnelli and the My Chemical Romance tour. So you can send us a message on Insta. actually, while we're doing that, we can double check that we have no more messages. We don't. So shoot us a message on Insta if you'd like to. And
yes.
Yeah. It said like, review the podcast, and check us out. Check our link trees. Mine's linktree.com/Liliana Dawn, and Adam's is linktree.com/Mr. Cropes.
Yes.
So those are all also in the description. I guess it's time to move to the meat, section 1 of the meat of the podcast. And away we go.
Nathan quoted as saying emo is a part of shit.
Oh shit, yes.
Why is it?
Well, emo as it is today, emo is basically a pair of jeans and a haircut.
So the first song that we are going to be talking about is "The End," which is a pretty short song. It is, I believe. Let me see. Let me pull up.
Yeah, it's astoundingly short,
but it's like really good though.
Absolutely.
It
is 1 minute and 52 seconds.
Yeah, 1 minute 52 seconds. Apple Music says 153. That's a pretty negligible difference in my book. Yeah. So it's this intro track, and I really, really like it. But let's read some information here. In MCR welcomes you to the Black Parade, a commentary featured on the deluxe edition of the album. Frontman Gerard Way says, "The End was basically the song where I think when we butted that up against Dead, we realized we were making a really theatrical record that was also going to be very big. We wanted fucking here it is. We wanted something, think we wanted The End to feel a little bit like the beginning of Pink Floyd's The Wall. There's a song called In the Flesh with a question mark because it reprises later in the record. We wanted it to feel very much like that kind of beginning, that you were about to get taken on a journey, and I think that's why that song is so big. It tells a story right away. I think it just kind of pulls you into the story." And well, there it is, Dennis. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah,
and it is where they bring up that that In the Flesh has a question mark in it. The end is the end with a period, and then when we talk about dead, dead is just the word dead with an exclamation mark. So they also do that parentheses thing in these songs. Guitarist Ray Toro adds, "That song definitely sets the tone of the record, the entire record. We had written it in New York at SIR Studios, and as soon as all the drums and all the guitars kicked in really loud from the first acoustic guitar at the start, we knew we were on to something." Yeah, okay, cool. So we've got some man, it's been a long fucking time, and I'm really excited about this. The End was released on October 23rd, 2006. Producers, My Chemical Romance and Rob Cavallo. Writers, Bob Breyer, Frank Iero, Ray Toro, Mikey Way, and Gerard Way. Mastered at Sterling Sound. Mixed at Resonate Music, Burbank, California. We've got lead guitar, Ray Toro. Background vocals, Ray Toro and Frank Iero. Rhythm guitar, Frank Iero. Bass guitar, Mikey Way. Percussion, Bob Breyer. Lead vocals, Gerard Way. Labels, Reprise Record, recorded at El Dorado Recording Studios in Burbank, California. Songs that sample The End. Beginning of The End by Photon with a 0? Okay. Songs that interpolate The End. The End with a question mark by Quentin Lovejoy. We've also got... what?
Yeah. One of these I'm going to have to check out right when we're done.
The End covers... I'll just read. Well, I'm going to skip it and I'll read it as the main event. So we got The End by Pet Taxi, by How I Became Invisible, and The End plus Dead by Siglet and Sabrina. One OK Rock covered The End.
Neon lights, like God. Oh,
yeah. So if you listen to the old podcast, we did cover the song Neon Lights by One OK Rock. We really liked it. That's really fucking interesting. I was not expecting
wild
to read that. It's a Rock Sound presents the Black Parade, and it looks like it's like a bunch of covers by other bands. That's actually, I did not know this exists. Let's see if.
No.
Wait a god. Okay. Wait. Holy shit! How have I never heard of this fucking song? This album.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna take this and read this since we're close enough. So we've got The End by One OK Rock, Dead by Escape the Fate, This Is How I Disappear by Creeper, The Sharpest Lies by State Champs, Welcome to the Black Parade by Crown the Empire, I Don't Love You by Moose Blood, House of Wolves by Palisades, Cancer by 21 Pilots. That's right, that was part of like a thing. Okay. I don't think I ever listened to the full thing. Okay, so that's where that came from. Mama by Ghost Town, New Year's Day, or Sleep by New Year's Day, Teenagers by Against the Current, Disenchanted by Chunk No Captain Chunk, Famous Last Words by Asking Alexandria.
Wow.
Okay, I need to listen to this fucking thing. I've only ever heard the 21 Pilots cover of Cancer. I didn't know it was like part of like a full album. I thought they were just doing it. Okay, that's interesting. I got some listening to do on this one. I'm your host, Ileana. I'm listening to Rock Sound Presents The Black Parade. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I'll check that out after this.
Shit. Wow. Just 10 years living out there. No idea.
Yeah. We've also got... The End has been translated into Spanish. We've got there's Portuguese.
Hell yeah.
There's Portuguese. We've also got I think that's French.
French.
You want to read the tags?
Yeah, I got the tags. The tags are rock opera, concept album, USA in English, dark cabaret, piano rock, post-hardcore, glam rock, art rock, alternative rock. We're rocking.
There's so many rocks. In English, my favorite.
In English, yes.
I
love it.
My beautiful, blessed category.
Yes.
Dark cabaret. Also, we've had some Panic at the Disco songs in dark cabaret, I'm pretty sure.
We've had some dark cabaret. We've had some rock opera. We've had some random shit.
Cat.
I don't think we've ever had concept album on that iteration of the show.
No, I think that's a newer one. So Dead. Yeah. What a song! What a tone setter.
Is this maybe the best opening song to an album we've discussed on a podcast?
I think
This Is Gospel does exist. Never mind.
This is Point broken. Here's the thing that I will say about this. I think it's like as a tone setter, as like a 1-2 punch with The End and Dead. Like they could have just started this album with Dead and been like fine, and it would have still been just as iconic. The way that The End kind of flutters into Dead, and the way that like it builds on itself is like just completely unbelievable. And again, this like not even 2-minute long song. It's just, and they talked about it, how it like builds and the guitars come in and it crescendos as like the acoustic gets built upon. It's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to get into with this. The first time I listened to it, I was like, what the hell? Because I was like really big on Three Cheers. And I was like, this is because so the way that it starts, let's just start from the start. The way that it starts is that you have the heart monitor beeping.
Yes.
And it's like, that's already such a striking choice.
Yeah. Flatline as far as like, that.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't flatline until Dead. It's like beeping rhythmically. Like pretty common.
Oh, my shit's like, on the wrong one.
Yeah, so like the thing of it is like it kind of acts like a metronome almost, because it's like it's counting the song in. So it's like beep, beep, 3, 4. Now come on, and then the guitars come in. And it's just like acoustic strumming, and it's like this is so like sonically pleasing to listen to, while also kind of like maintaining this like very like dark, almost disturbing like aura. And it's just it's really good. I do have a misheard lyric.
Ooh.
So it starts off with, now come one, come all to this tragic affair. Wipe off that makeup, what's in is despair. Which is like, despair is in. I used to think it was what sin is despair.
Oh, well, you know,
because
you're a real sinner from the start.
I guess so. Because biblically, like, despair is like one of the like deepest sins you can commit, because despair means that you have like given up on like God, right? Yeah. Like there's nothing that can pull you out of this despair. Like that's like depression is different. Despair is like a problem.
Lost.
Biblically. Right. So I always thought it was what sin is despair. And that's me for having the fucking Baptist upbringing. But but yeah, so you get this first verse. So I'll just read the whole thing. Come on, come all to this tragic affair. Wipe off that makeup. What's in is despair. So throw on the black dress, mix in with the lot. You might wake up and notice you're someone you're not. And I love the way he now throw on the black dress, and the way that he like lifts his voice on that part. Ugh. If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. So gather around piggies and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles. I'll expect you won't cry. And then you get this like really rockin' interlude where it's just like guitars and like it kind of like it threatens to explode. Yeah. And they pull it back. And I think the pullback after this interlude is like one of my favorite parts of the song. And we'll talk about that in a second. How does the first verse make you feel as I take a bite of this sushi?
Like it gives very good, you kind of want to settle in for what this is going to say, and then you just find out that it's the saddest shit in the world. It's like you're being walked into something that sounds really good and enticing, and you're just like, oh, we're going to the dark place. We're not going to be happy here. I mean, his voice here is phenomenal. It is hard to do anything but listen. Like if these are in earbuds, you cannot focus on anything else. You are locked into that voice, and it just finds ways to entice you.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just like intriguing, especially if you know that this is a concept album, and it's like this is coming from the place of it feels like somebody who is like deeply disliked in life. Right. That are coming to see this person off in some kind of obligation almost. Yeah. And it's just really depressing. And it's just like wipe off the makeup. You have to convince them that despair is the thing that needs to be presented. Right. And then how it like flips at the end where he's like, I expect you won't cry. I encourage your smiles. I expect you won't cry. Like, it's just like this weird twisted version of like what is expected out of like the death of somebody. Right.
Well, it feels like very Pretty Odd in a way where it's like, hey, we're shifting into this new thing now. So we're kind of transforming along with it. But what we're leaving behind is good. And what's going to be left is something rotten, basically.
Mm-hmm. And also the line here where it's like, if you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out. Like, it's very like self-depreciating, and it's just like, again, this person who like was not very well liked in life, but also maybe didn't like themselves.
It's like it's like the Angela line from Silent Hill 2, where she just says, "For me, it's like this all the time."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
you're just like, "Oh shit, okay."
Now you can kind of like see what it's like to like figure it. Like, this is actually interesting. I obviously I don't condone genius generally.
Yeah, famously on this podcast, no.
But if you click on that line, if you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, there's a link to a AMA that Gerard did in fucking 12 years ago. Jesus Christ. So the user said, "Hey Gerard, congratulations on Hesitant Alien. What a solid album." That was his solo thing. I've been jamming since I woke up this morning and it's fantastic. Had a bit of a sniffle over Brother. What a good song. I've always been really inspired by your style and how you incorporate a little bit of glam, a little bit of femme into your aesthetic. In fact, the way you present on stage and in music videos helped me figure out my own gender identity as a teenager. And scared the shit out of him in the process. Who are your style icons? What was your inspiration for messing around with masculinity in the ways that you do? Thanks for everything. Gerard's response was, wow, I'm so glad that helped in figuring out your gender identity. I've always been extremely sensitive to those that have gender identity issues, as I feel like I have gone through it as well, even on a smaller scale. I've always identified a fair amount with the female gender and began at a certain point in MCR to express this through my look and performance style. So it's no surprise that all of my inspiration and style influences were pushing gender boundaries. Freddie Mercury, Bowie, Iggy, early glam, T-Rex, keep your disco. Masculinity to me has always made me feel like it wasn't right for me. Amen. So that could also be part of it as well, like a little bit of that. A little bit of twist of the dysphoria lime in the drink, in the coconut there. Yeah. In the end coconut. Yeah. So this interlude again. So you've got this like acoustic guitar that has been going, and then and it's kind of like building, and you get this interlude, and it's like big guitars and drums and it's just like really huge, and then at the end of it, it just kind of like falls out, and you get that like almost like doo-wop, that ba-doo with the twinkly piano ba-doo. That is like, I get chills when that part happens. For some reason, it's like my favorite part of the song when it drops out and you get that like,
yeah,
because it like kind of resets. A great touch. Yeah, it like resets like your expectations, like what you're doing and like how you approach the song. And it's like, okay, let's not get too crazy, because again, like it's the heart rate monitor, right? Like it's beeping. Right. It's just like, don't want to get too excited. Pull it back. And then we get into verse 2.
Yeah.
Which starts out with another contusion, my funeral jag. Here's my resignation. I'll serve it in drag. You've got front row seats to the penitence ball. When I grow up, I want to be nothing at all. And he just screams it. I always loved how he sang and how the layers of all servant and drag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it like the higher pitch and it's like layered on top of his normal singing? And it's just like,
it's wild.
And it kind of like figures, like it kind of like taps into like identity piece as well, where it's just like,
yeah,
you've got these two. There's actually a kind of a through line of that in this album, I'm realizing. I really like, well, no, you know what? We'll talk about that when we get to it. I absolutely will not forget this point because it's very important to what I need to talk about later. But, yeah, so it's just like the way that like another contusion feels very much like resigned to a fate, right? Like it's just like, here's another one, like very like almost bored of it, right?
Right.
And I'm not sure what a funeral jag is. Let me see. A contusion is a medical term for a bruise, whereas a jag describes a sharp object that usually causes pain. Here, the protagonist expresses his wounds, which can also be interpreted as his illness, as something that painfully draws out his inevitable demise. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, from what I understand, it's like really easy to like bruise yourself and like injure yourself when you have cancer because of how hard your body is trying to like work to fight it off. It's like not working in other ways, and so it just like it's just so easy to like bump a door and just like completely like fucking. I've even seen it happen. So it's just like so it makes sense. The describing like your death as a resignation is haunting.
Yeah, that's self-choice right there. That's I'm done. That's
yeah.
I cannot fathom, as we continue to talk about these songs, how incredibly depressing everything is going to be. I mean, truly by nature of all the shit that's coming.
Which, again, like, tying it back to the cancer story and everything like that. Like, yeah, I know a lot of, like, cancer patients who are, well, I don't know, but, like, I've seen, I've heard, and, you know, I do, unfortunately, know, in some cases, when you get to that point where you know that there's nothing more to be done, you just kind of have to let go. It is sort of a resignation.
Yeah.
It's just like just let it be done. I'm just
Life's
done.
life. It is what it is at this point. Yeah.
I kind of love the idea that, like, there's kind of layers to the idea of also serving it in drag. Obviously, to serve in drag, obviously there's that there. But, like, serving a resignation, generally, like, you're turning, like, you're quitting, like, you're giving up. You're like, here's my 2 weeks, like, I'm done.
Yep.
The idea of, like, serving it in, because if you think about, like, what do they call the thing that you wear in the hospital, right? It's a hospital gown.
Right.
So that's his drag, is he's wearing a hospital gown, you know, to like serve this resignation. The idea that
it's like the little bit of flamboyance that just you know that everything here has several meanings. And I like the first time that I heard him do that in that tone, I was like, oh, that's chills, just because it is so good, but it is such a layered fucking just total line. And you're like, oh my God. Yeah. Well, it's also the idea that, like, I'm just done. I'm not even going to take it seriously. Because, like, what is drag if not, like, extremely camp and, like, loud and, like, completely in defiance of what you'd expect at a funeral, right? Right. Like, just this, like, willful rejection of what it should be. Yeah. To maybe claim some type of, like, ownership over it again. Something like that. Right. Penitence means to repent or show remorse for your actions. Like, you show penitence for something. So you've got front row seats to the penitence ball, which is, again, kind of playing funny with the idea that you're, like, repenting and, like, showing penance for the stuff that you've done, because like, you're throwing a ball for it and everybody's, like, watching you. Like, it's just like, it's making complete, like, farce and mockery of this whole idea of, like, death and dying and funerals and all that other stuff. So love that line. Yeah. And I mean, it's very much inviting everyone into, it's almost like inviting everybody into your suffering, but then what turns out here to be a very rough relinquishing of that suffering at the same time, which is just like, holy shit. Well, that leads immediately and, like, perfectly into the final line of this verse, which is, when I grow up, I want to be nothing at all. Which is this complete, like, again, this resignation, this complete just, like, detachment from, like, you know, when I grow up, little Jimmy is going to be a fireman. Little Susie is going to be a doctor. I don't want to be fucking anything. Yeah. I didn't fucking do fucking shit. Perfect. Yes, very good. And, like, it's so fucked up too, because it goes along with just what a lot of people say in life. There's nothing fucking more true in life than death and taxes. There's nothing guaranteed in life but death and taxes. And this is just one of those, like, very adamant resignations that it's like, if that's all there is, death the fuck it is. And here we are on tax days tomorrow, and I haven't done my taxes. But it's like, here we are, and it's just, it's better to do this and be nothing. And you almost don't feel like you've wasted your life. Like in this little microcosm of a line, it's like, I didn't waste my life. I didn't want to be anything. I didn't want to be an actor. I didn't want to be a musician. I didn't want to be anything. Because in the end, what's all that going to fucking matter?
We owed like $970, by the way. Shit sucks.
Oh God, I think we owe 700. Ooh, it might have lowered. I hope it lowered.
Maybe it's like the like fucking like I don't know. It fucking doesn't.
Well, anybody that ever tells you to buy a house, you'll get some good shit for your taxes. No, you won't.
Buy a house, have kids. No.
Yeah, no. That sounds fucked.
Whatever. Also, it feels like supremely upsetting and weird to be giving the government any money the way that things are going right now in this country, but
absolutely, I don't want to do that.
Should be paying me to be here. Fucking, where's my fucking Trump bucks? Is what I'm saying.
No shit. Where's the Donnie dollars again? You promised that. Okay. Fucker.
Go. So again, then that I want to be nothing at all. Also, is like the way that Gerard, like he screamed, "I want to be nothing at all." I'm gonna start experimenting. I think with like using little clips of songs. I won't promise it. Depends on my energy levels, but
well, sure.
We can get away with like a couple of seconds here and there. It's just like if one of us feels like super strongly about a part of a song, then maybe I'll plug it in here. So there's some stuff in here that I might plug in. But like the way that he screams,
"You've got front row seats to the penitence bar. When I grow up, I want to be nothing."
When you really like boil it down, it's like this song where he's just like, everything sucks and I'll serve it in drag and like all this other stuff and there's blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't care, I'm done. Right. And then it gets to this part. When I grow up, I want to be nothing at all. And it like the way that he screams it like feels like he's like in a cage and he's trying to like break out of a cage. And we'll get to the outro in a second. But it's like this is when the song gets its biggest. And like it reaches that crescendo before it sinks into dead.
Right.
But it almost feels like this is him like, actually, maybe I don't want to die a little bit. Because if you go into so nothing at all and it goes, I said yeah, and the guitars and everything, and come on, I said, and then it goes in, and the lines here, the lines, and there's like stuff being sung in the background, so there's parentheticals here. So I'll just say it says, save me, you can't take me. And in parentheticals, it's save me, get me the hell out of here, save me. Too young to die, my dear. You can't, if you can hear me, just take me, walk away. Yeah. And it's like, it's building and building and building and building. And it's just like, holy shit. And it's just like that like when I grow up, I want to be nothing at all. Like that scream feels like the breakout of like the funk where it's just like, oh shit, no, that's not my time. I don't want it to be my time.
Right.
Yet. I've got so many like regrets or like whatever things to do, whatever it winds up being. Like, now we've got to like reconcile that. So
yeah.
So good.
It's like the backlash of your own youth rebellion almost. That outro. It's like really don't want to be around anymore. I'm really not trying to do multiple Tim Robinson lines. Like it's like I don't want to fucking be around anymore. And then you just kind of get like, oh shit.
I got too much shit on me.
I've now said that I can't unsay it, but like really kind of let me reel it back a little bit.
Yeah. And again, it does like smacks of like somebody who is like, again, very rebellious and like very like anti everything, being like, oh fuck, this is the end.
Right.
I don't want it to be the end. And it going, and again, it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. You can't take me. And then it drops and you hear a flat line. And after a quick little break, we'll talk about Dead
Yep.
What a fucking song, though, man.
It's wild. It is such an intro to a fucking album.
Yeah. But Dead also, and again, this is why, like, again, this is the song. Dead is such a great intro. The end doesn't need to be there. I'm glad that it is. But it doesn't need to be there because Dead is such a great intro track. Yeah. So we'll talk about some stuff on Dead really quick. See, there's some stuff here to read. Let's see. While touring for their second, because there's a whole Wikipedia page here. Actually, I'll just read a little bit of it. Dead is a song by the American rock band My Chemical Romance. We knew this. Dead was originally created while the band was touring for their previous album, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, as part of a side project that was never meant to be released. The song was originally created as a result of criticism toward the band, making fun of those who felt the band would not succeed at the time. It was finished in early 2006 while the band was creating a Black Parade, with the final version of the song being produced by the band alongside Rob Cavallo. Within the context of the album Dead, it focuses on the central character, the patient, as he reaches the end of his life. The song takes this idea of death and interprets it in a sarcastic, upbeat manner, utilizes dark humor, and features several guitar solos as well as a horn section. The song's composition was inspired by Electric Light Orchestra's Mr. Blue Sky and Cheap Trick's I Want You to Want Me. I can hear that in there.
Yeah.
Dead was well received by critics who considered it among the best songs for the Black Parade, as well as one of the band's best songs. It has been certified gold by the... Actually, I'm going to save that because we will talk about that in a second. Let's see. While touring for their second studio album, they wrote and recorded demos for several songs on their tour bus makeshift studio. Gerard Way referred to these demo recordings as Cheers Part 2, a side project the band had initially had no plans of releasing. These demo recordings included an early version of Dead. In early 2008, we've been talking. They began going through the material they had written while touring, and while positively viewing their work, they felt it wasn't ambitious enough. They then went to SR Studios in New York to begin writing their third studio album, The Black Parade, and finished work on their original demos. This included Dead, by which point was largely completed. At the time of writing the song, the band repeatedly faced criticism from the general public, inspiring the band to write Dead as a song on the idea of being dead and people not caring. The band described writing the song as them stating, "Here we are and we're better, here we are, and we're more daring and more defiant than ever." The song's horn section was a result of the band's Frank Yarrow experimenting with a tuba while recording. Interesting.
Nice.
Tuba. Yeah. And this song here, it is a longer song. It is 3 minutes and 16 seconds. According to Apple, I think it might be 3:15.
I think it's still 3:16 on YouTube. Nope, it's 3:15. Of course not.
Entertainment Weekly's Ariana Backley and Mackenzie Templeton of Alternative Press both ranked the song as the second best from the Black Parade. Backley wrote that the song was spectacularly fun and darkly funny for a song about dying, and described the song as My Chemical Romance rejecting the title as an emo band. Templeton highlighted the song's introductory guitar segment and the transition between the end and Dead. Cassie Witt of that transition. Oh my God. Cassie Witt of Loudwire described the song as 3 minutes of OTT pop punk glory that highlighted the band's scrappy punk upbringing as well as the style of music that defined the Black Parade. She also highlighted Ray Toro and Frank Yarrow's guitar solos. Oh, man. Oh, that like dueling. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. This song is so goddamn good. The editorial team of Billboard shared similar thoughts as Witt, highlighting Toro's work while also describing Gerard Way's performance as some of his best work as a frontman. They further wrote that if the Black Parade was an album about dying, then Dead was a bullet straight to the heart. Similarly, Marianne Eloise of Louder described Way's performance in the song as unforgettable. Sam Law of Kerrang described the song as full of life, built around defiance instead of depression. Eloise and Wit ranked the song as 11th and 14th best song in the band's discography, respectively, while Law placed it at 6th and Billboard staff ranked it 3rd. So that's like all-time Jesus Christ, My Chemical Romance songs. Wow.
Not the Freudian slip.
Not the Freudian slip. We also got 2 certifications. In the United Kingdom, the BPI, it was certified silver with 200,000 units sold. And in the United States, the RIAA, certified gold with 500,000 units sold.
It was a great episode to have that directly into my ear holes.
Yep. We've got stuff to read here.
Yep. I'm also pissed off now that I didn't say Boydian slip.
Boydian slip.
Damn.
Wow. Such a professional.
Fucking hate it here.
Missed opportunities, bitch.
Right. I'm not even getting paid.
We've got some more things here. We've got producers, My Chemical Romance, Rob Cavallo. Writers, Bob Breyer, Ray Toro, Mikey Way, Frank Guerrero, and Gerard Way. Master at Sterling Sound, Mix at Resonate Music, Burbank, California. We've got assistant engineer John Haroon and Jimmy Hoyson. Assistant mixing engineer Keith Armstrong. Wurlitzer electric piano Jamie Muhobarak, which I feel like that's a name that we've seen before, but I can't remember.
Maybe.
Jamie Muhobarak was also on synthesizer and organ. Strings arranger was David Campbell. Horns arranger was also David Campbell. Recording engineer Chris Steffen. Mixing engineer Chris Lord Alge. Coordinator Cheryl Jennetts. Drums Bob Breyer. Additional piano Rob Cavallo. Technician Tyler Dragness, Mike Fasano, and Andrew Hans Buscher. Engineer Lars Fox. Mastering engineer Ted Jensen. Label Reprise Records. Background vocals Ray Toro and Frank Guerrero. Rhythm guitar Frank Guerrero. Bass guitar Mikey Way. Percussion Bob Breyer. Lead vocals Gerard Way. Songs that sample, we've got My Lit Romance by Photon again with a 0. And They Call Me Mustard, demo verse by Mushy Mustard.
What the fuck? Mustard!
Mustard on the beat. Songs that interpolated it were You Died by Quentin Lovejoy. We've got covers by When the Clock Strikes by Nate Wants to Battle featuring Rashad E.B. By Escape the Fate. We knew that. We learned that last song. And by Sigrid and Sabrina, The End Plus Dead. There's a Live from Mexico performance here as well. We've also got translated in Russian, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. Genius Brazil.
Hell yeah. All right, the tags are rock, alternative, rock opera, concept album, USA. In English, glam punk, glam rock, pop rock, alternative rock. Still rocking. Glamorously at that.
Still rocking in the free world. Doot. Thank you. You can't not finish it. Something that we haven't done in a while is also read the comments on Genius. Somebody down here since 8 years ago said, "Still love it, dude. I'm not suicidal or anything, but this is going to be in my funeral playlist. Seriously." Cool.
All right. I guess it's nice to plan yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. I sure guess so. The idea that this song, again, too, is like taking it lightly and like talking about death in like a sarcastic way is so on point because like, like the way that he sings some parts and stuff like this, like one of my favorite parts of the song happens a little bit later. Just like with the accent that he uses on that line. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's just like, it's such a funny song. And again, flies in the face of like what it's about. It's just it's just such a fun, interesting, really great song. And again,
I mean, like the outro 100% just is like, yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. Like,
yep.
It was funny earlier. Like I accidentally looped the songs back to back to back. So like it was the end, dead, and it was like, I don't know which one I'm on right now. And then he'd get to a specific line and be like, okay, we're on this.
Well, I think that's kind of like perfect too for it, because
it really is.
The way the end starts and the way dead ends.
Yes.
Dead ends on like a punctuation and then silence in time for like those heart rate monitors to come back in.
Right.
And do like a full cycle of it. So that's kind of perfect. But again, you start the end with this like rhythmic, almost metronome like heart rate monitor. Beep. And it goes through and it hits that crescendo. Save me. All this other stuff. And then you can't take me, yeah. And then it like drops out and you get the flat line. And you just get this chuggy, like dun 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 guitar just like going into the fucking drums and that scream. Yeah. When I'm by myself in the car and the song comes on, I scream that as loud as I possibly can. Like there's no other way to do it. Like if you're not doing that, you're not living the right life.
You're not fully listening to the song correctly.
No. I don't know if that picked it up, but I think I just like drooled on my fucking leg.
Sushi.
Yeah. And it's just I love like it's almost like honky tonk in a weird way.
Yeah.
That opening like
some hillbilly rockabilly, I guess is what people call it.
Yeah, it's just like it's got that like pop punk, it's got that like hard like that rock edge to it, but it's just like the way that the guitar is being played, it just has that like honky tonk hillbilly like rock to it, and it's so fun to listen to.
It's like it is such a genre mix up that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like it goes all over the place. And you know how much I love like that, like the dunk 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 dunk, just like that chunky like the same riff. You get to verse 1, and if your heart stops beating, I'll be here wondering, did you get what you deserved? The ending of your life. And it's like, whoa. And then you get the pre-chorus. Yeah. And if you get to heaven, where it like kind of like crests up like that, where it's like singing to the heavens. I'll be here waiting, babe. Did you get what you deserve? The end. And if your life won't wait, then your heart can't take this. And it's like, holy, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack here. Because does it feel like to you, like this is like death almost taunting this guy?
Yes.
Because again, we talked back on the end where it does seem like this patient was not well liked in life. He did not like himself. And so death comes in and is like, did you get what you deserved? Little bitch.
Yeah. You tried to get away. Fuck you. Yeah.
Yep. He didn't write in this time, but we got to say it. Thanks, Elliot. But it's just like, did you get what you deserve, the ending of your life? And if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, babe. Did you get what you deserve? Yeah. Whoo! Where it's like, that's, it does to me feel like death is taunting him now. Where it's just like,
still here. Still fucking here.
And it does almost feel like, too, it's like, does it almost feel like to me, because again, with we're going to talk about the sharpest lives and how it disappear and all this other stuff like that, where they are visions into a life lived almost. And we can get into like the details of that later, but obviously we will next week and other times. But does it not kind of feel like to you, knowing the theme of the album and knowing the songs like as intimately as we do at this point, that this is death about to take him into like a Christmas Carol like trip through life and death and past and present and future.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting the Charles Dickens special here is basically what you're getting given.
Because if you think about the way that, and it does make sense where if you think about the way that the album is structured too, you've got death up top, you've got him being flippant about death, realizing he doesn't want to die. You've got death here greeting him, asking if he got what he deserved. You're going to get these two songs, How I Disappear and The Sharpest Lives, and you're going to get The Black Parade. And it's just like these like layered steps, which again, you asked this question last week. That's why I don't really mind that the song Welcome to the Black Parade is track number 5, because progression wise, it's like, people are.
I don't know why I did that. They're gonna fucking come in here anyways. It doesn't fucking stop anything. It doesn't inhibit shit. Just fuck that door stop.
It's like a barrier in a way.
Yeah,
like if the door was open, they'd be zipping back and forth. But if it's like, you need to get one of those.
A lock.
No, listen. And I'm sorry, this is going to be loud on the thing. You need to get yourself one of these.
Oh yeah,
I know you know how to get one. I know you know how to get one.
Yeah, maybe.
And then like do what I do and put it under your desk and aim it at yourself, because these microphones, now that you have that one, you're welcome for helping your wife decide for you.
My wife.
It doesn't, the Shure microphones don't really pick up wind like that, as long as it's like under a surface. So it doesn't like your old mic would pick up stuff that was like behind it. It doesn't do a lot of behind pickup. So you're not, if you have a fan like under your desk, like aiming up at you, you're not there. There it is. Oh my God, she got a tattoo. Oh man.
Yep.
I love that. That rules. Rebellious child.
Paid for it herself.
Wow. With
only 100.
Oh, hey, that's a deal. That's a deal.
Not including the tip.
No.
Wait, we were supposed to get matching tattoos, so she's kind of a bitch.
She's the one who keeps failing.
Welcome to my happy life.
Yikes. Drama. I think that was the no. Was that the first time that she's been like on the podcast, or she's she's like ran in while we've been talking on the phone before, but I don't know if she's been on the podcast. Almost your entire family has now been on the show at this point now.
Yeah,
we had the beleaguered boy child recently. Now we had
inspiration for my sound system.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like it does feel like I forget what I was saying at this point, but it probably ties back to the fact that it's like it just feels like a phased trip through life now,
right?
And it's death like reminding him. And then if you think about like, and again, we're doing like album theory at this point, but then you go back to Famous Last Words, where it's just like this idea that like I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. Like going back to that, it's just like it's the same kind of like arc where it's just like this guy who's just like young guy who has cancer, died, and is just like, oh, actually no, this wasn't what I wanted, and it's like learning to like relive life and think about like life and stuff like that. Like it's a really interesting like framing of it. I think that death is just like, you silly bitch. It's not. We got some journeys to take on. Especially that end, if your life won't wait, then your heart can't take this.
Yeah.
And it's like this thing, because you get that, and then it goes into the chorus. And I love like, if your heart, and the horns and everything, can't take this half. And it's like this really powerful chorus.
Yeah.
Have you heard the news that you're dead? No one ever had much nice to say. I think they never liked you anyway. Oh, take me from the hospital bed. Wouldn't it be grand? It ain't exactly what you planned. And wouldn't it be great if we were dead? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dead. And then like that gentle cymbal.
Yeah.
God, what a brilliant fucking song. I love this song.
Truly. It's one of those songs where it's like it's hard to find words.
Yeah, a little bit. It's just like, because it's just like, it's kind of, if you don't like think about the lyrics too much and you're just jamming to it, like it's a good enough song to just like jam, right?
Yeah.
But if you're sitting here like thinking about the lyrics and like looking through them and analyzing like we do for the show, it's like, it's kind of savage. It's like really savage. Especially if you take it from this framing of like this guy has just like had the worst moment and the realization that maybe he wasn't done at the very end,
right.
and Death is just like, have you heard the news? Have you heard the news?
Yeah.
You sure about that? You sure about that? Just keep them coming. Keep the references going.
Fucking like, it is such a conversational thing that it feels. Let me backtrack that. It's not so much a conversational thing as it's just literally somebody monologuing at you, poking at you, and ripping every single Band-Aid they could off harshly.
And it's like, the same thing too, where it's like, again, very harshly. It's like, you heard the news? I'm checking my notes here, and you fucking suck, dude.
You're dead.
They fucking hate you. You're dead. You're busted. They hated you, little bitch. Like, it's really just like that. If you really boil it down to like what it is.
Yeah.
Just that. And I do kind of love the idea of this depiction of Death as this like, almost like sarcastic Looney Tunes type figure.
Yeah. Death's a little sassy here.
Because there's a part later, the bridge before the end of the song, the accent part. I almost feel like this is going to be more this is going to be more powerful if I say it then. It's just like this like weird like amorphous like Looney Tunes, almost Bugs Bunny figure being like, "And Doc, sorry, you fucking suck."
Yeah.
You then get to, I can see the red better now that I'm looking for it.
Yes.
Tell her I said her hair looks good.
Lily said your hair looks good.
Thanks, babes. I need to redo it. Fine.
Yeah, I'm in shorts. It's fucking hot in here, motherfucker.
I'm not turning the AC on.
I didn't say turn the AC on.
I said it's hot. So you get to verse 2, and again, that dead, oh dead,
yeah,
and you get back into that chunky guitar with the verse. And again, it's just like more. It's just like this guy is already down. Beat him while he's down. Tongue-tied and oh so squeamish. You never fell in love. Did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life. And if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, babe. Did you get what you deserve? The end. If you're in the pre-chorus again. I love the second pre-chorus. Because it kind of like it almost feels like a call and response in a little bit. And because it sounds a little bit different from the first one. And it like ping pongs itself, and I really, really like that. Like I can imagine like two people like singing at each other, because we're about to get this like really killer guitar battle, like dueling guitars between Frank and Ray, but that they talk about in the thing. But like it also feels like two like and like I sing and you sing if like a back and forth kind of patter like that, and it's just really good.
Have you ever heard Dear Theodosia, but it's about dying?
Almost, yeah, kind of. Have you heard the version of that song where they're singing, like somebody edited it where they're singing on top of each other?
Oh no!
And apparently, no, it's really fucking good. Apparently, that's how it was supposed to be in the play. Oof. And it got split up. Oh man, I'll have to find it. Somebody edited it together, and it sounds incredible. It's really fucking good. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
And I'll put that in the show notes too if I find it. You get the chorus again.
It sounds like it would be really cool. It just sounds like it would be like musical hell.
And it does sound like in theory it would be bad, but it's absolutely not bad. It's really good. So you get the chorus again. There's something a little bit different about this chorus, right? First chorus, wouldn't it be grand? It ain't exactly what you planned. All right, yeah. Now, nobody really plans their death in a lot of ways.
Right.
You've got the lines, have you heard the news that you're dead? No one ever had much nice to say. I think they never liked you anyway. Oh, take me from the hospital bed. Wouldn't it be grand to take a pistol by the hand? And wouldn't it be great if we were dead?
Yeah.
Like, what a sassy, savage bitch this death is.
Right.
Oh, Adam found it. I will be putting this in the show notes. It's really good. The Dear Theodosia thing, I should say.
Yes.
So again, more taunting.
Yeah. This time it's like, let me help you out a little bit. Let me just get you on this level.
Well, because again, where it's like this guy is like slowly, torturously dying from cancer, and he's at this place. Like, wouldn't it have just been better to fucking blow your goddamn, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, and it's just like that, like taunting that patter, where he's just like like, you know, like the fucking the anime, like back, like kind of like taunting him type shit. But this chorus from this fucking bonkers line, wouldn't it be grand to take a pistol by the hand, goes into the bridge, and he's doing this accent here. And I'm imagining, and when I said earlier this like Looney Tunes things, I was picturing this line, this first line in the bridge, where he does a quick change into like a fucking cartoon doctor, because he does like kind of this like really like campy German accent, like where he's just like and it's just like and it's just like, bro, you are playing in this dude's face right now. It is hardcore. But the bridge goes and in my honest observation during this operation, found a complication in your heart so long, because now you've got maybe just 2 weeks to live. Is that the most both of you can give? There's a thing in here, because I was like, where is this the both of you coming from?
Yeah.
The last line may be related to Heaven Help Us, a song written for the Black Parade that was eventually scrapped. In the song, the speaker is pleading for God to lend him a hand. This can be connected because the patient doesn't want to lose his life, but he would need a miracle to stay alive. Okay. So if you take it in that perspective, it's the only perspective I have on it at this point. But if you take it from that perspective, it's like death being like, also now taunting. He mocks God.
Yeah.
Is that the most both of you can give? Like, you're pathetic. You're even more pathetic. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a read. I mean, it's kind of sad now that the song's gone and you lose any kind of context, and you just have to be like, you know, because originally you could just be like, okay, is it him? Like, is it him as the body and then his heart? Like, is
maybe
that the most either of you can fight for?
Right. Heaven Help Us is out there. Like they did wind up putting Heaven Help Us out eventually. At the time it was scrapped, so it's just like, it could be because it was on the B-sides thing. So
bonus tracks.
We might talk about the bonus tracks at some point, or like the B-side stuff.
How long can we drag out every new season for bonus tracks?
I think with the way that we're doing this shit now, we could probably we probably don't need to have a special episode dedicated to bonus tracks anymore. We'll figure it out as we go. After this is because he does the thing where he like kind of like he drags out the thing. Is that the most both of you can give? And then you get this like, the guitar battle here. It's just like, again, and it has that like honky tonk vibe and this like rock, where it's just like, I wish that I could play the whole thing here so we can just listen to it. But it's just like, I have dreams about this guitar battle.
Yeah.
Because it's just like this like fast like and it's like this really like fast like and they're going back and forth. My favorite part is like that that part, so good. And then
it has like especially following that last line, like it has a very Devil's Gone Down to Georgia kind of feel to it.
It does a little bit too. It also feels like the fighting, right? Where the devil's like, is that the most both of you can give? And like, this is that both of them giving the most. Yeah. Because they're just like, no, it's not. Let's fucking go.
Shred it.
Yeah. And they certainly do fucking shred it.
Yeah, they do.
Because like the whole thing is so good. And then like that last bit, like the last like, and you know me, Adam, I'm a slut for a count in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a slut for a count in. And it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, la 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 la. Oh, yeah. And you just get fucking la la la's all the way down. I'm a slut for a count in. I'm a slut for a la la la. Oh god, this last stretch of the song is just so good. You get a lot of la la la's. Oh, the oh motherfucker part of it. Are you fucking kidding me? Oof. Are you shitting my whole ass?
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, are you shitting my whole ass? Is la 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 la. Well, come on, la 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 la. Like the roller coaster you go on some of them. He's just having fun with it. La 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 la. Motherfucker, if life ain't just because you get that breakdown and then into the outro of it. If life ain't just a joke, then why are we laughing? If life ain't just a joke, then why are we laughing? If life ain't just a joke, then why are we laughing? If life ain't just a joke, then why am I dead? Dun 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 dun. Boom, dead. And it's just like that punctuation right at the end. And it's just like, legitimately, no notes.
No
notes.
No, because even my like
notes.
my repetition ass, like my repetition hating ass, can't even be mad because my brain can replace an O with a la and be just as fucking satisfied. Mm-hmm. It can do all the little things that it needs to do. This is a fucking excellent song.
It's so good. And listen, we talk a lot about the oh-ohs.
Yeah.
We don't talk a lot about the la la la's. And I'm a fucking slut for the la la la's.
Yeah. Whew.
Give me those la la la's. If life ain't just a joke, then why am I dead?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, apparently death was just here for the zip line, but
yeah, one last one in there. Gotta do it to him. You had to do it to him. I love that.
That was what a pair of songs.
What a pair of songs. Like we really started this season with a fucking treat.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
I'll say this right now. This might be something that we are going to do as like a deep cut episode somewhere down the line. I thought about the idea of doing like a what's your top 10 albums of all time episode.
Oh, sure.
Where we just patter back and forth in that way.
Right.
I will, and I won't say like where I would rank this on my list. Mainly because I don't quite know, and number two, it's just like I'm not sure. But this album is on that list. 1,000% on that list, and it really just does what, like, it gives you its thesis statement with like extreme prejudice here at the beginning. Yes. Where it's just like, let's fucking go. And I'm just like, and I'm ready to go with you. So yeah, two incredible songs. Again, as separate, like the end did not need to exist for Dead to hit hard. Right? But they, and it almost didn't. But they made it and they put them together, and it's just like this 1-2 punches. And we didn't even talk about like how, like I think we didn't dwell as much as we probably could have and should have on how perfectly they segue into each other. Like how perfectly the end just like stops in a way that makes the flat line on Dead just be so like perfect and shocking in its way. It's just like the structure of this is just incredible. Like incredible fucking tracks. Like again, no notes.
No. Like I said, like the fact that I could loop these songs back to back and be like, where am I? Where am I? Which one am I in? Again, I was also like fighting the thing that I told you about where I drove 15, 20 miles on EE, like empty. So that probably did not help my
like
terror in the transition. Yeah.
Red light on.
Yeah. Like my fuel meter wasn't even telling me how much I had left. It just said, bitch, it's low.
Just you better fucking die. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you have left. You better get your ass to a fucking gas station.
Get there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. But yeah, no, like that. I love the flat light alone in a song called Dead. And it does seem like the most simple touch, but following the monitor and like those simple little beeps in the end, it's like, oh no. Oh, he gone. He dead. We're here.
Yeah. And the bottom of the coffin drops out.
Yeah.
You think Coffin Flop is a real show? Corn Cob TV.
Fuck. These two songs like complement each other in ways that I don't think we've been able to talk about for seasons of what came before. I mean, for those who come after, that's where we're at now. But like, it's holy shit. I think like these two songs are just 5 minutes total of somebody grabbing you by the face and setting you straight on a path. And it's the most winding fucking thing, because like you get the little forked path that is the end, and then Dead's like, nope, it's this one. Like, you thought you had these? No, fuck you.
Yeah. Together, but especially Dead, to use a reference that you just used, and the best review I can give it is that makes me feel at this simultaneously woo and we. Sometimes I feel wee. Sometimes I feel woo. Yeah. And in this particular case, I feel both. I'm going to stand up. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it properly, but I got my guy on my thigh.
Oh, SKA.
Oh, SKA. We would love to hear your thoughts about the end and Dead. Please feel free to leave them, and we will read them on our next episode, but throughout the season. So please don't hesitate to leave comments about older songs. We want to hear them all. You can do so at the Disco Pod.
We're in season 9. This is season 9.
It's technically season 9. With the numbering, I've looped back to season 1 because it like felt cleaner.
No, yeah.
But technically, we're in our 9th season of content, so that's kind of crazy. But
I mean, that's what Daddy made.
Like
that was a Bo Burnham joke. Calm down.
Don't like that. And mommy's nipples are hard. No, I'm kidding.
There we go.
There you go, Annie Blue 012. That's for you. At the discopod@gmail.com. Send your thoughts there. Instagram, Sad Kids Record Society. Please check that out. Send us a message there if you so choose. Comment on our stuff. And also leave comments on various platforms. And if we're missing one that you're commenting on, let us know. We will check it regularly. And don't forget to review the show. I guess we got a sound system to venture into, don't we?
We do. Oh yeah. Hey, welcome to the sound system.
Woo woo.
Sorry, I have something in my eye. It's really bad. Can I tell you, I've never been more depressed about one of my kids breaking up with somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is why you did the beleaguered boy child split with his beleaguered girlfriend?
He did. Sweetest girl. Yeah. As parents, we actually like the kid.
Yeah. I want to like express this really quick because you around Christmas time, you sent me a photo of like the family out like doing Christmas stuff. It was very, very cute. The ex-girlfriend was in that photo.
Yep.
And I made a comment that was like, why the fuck is your son dating this infant?
Yeah.
How old is she? And then I forgot that he does just kind of look older than he is.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he is of an appropriate age to have been dating that girl.
Right.
He just looks like he's like an adult.
An adult. Yeah. It's scary sometimes. Yeah. She's a year older than he is, actually. That's fucking hilarious.
That is crazy.
But yeah, so that happened. And I kind of knew he and I talked Friday night, and I gave him some advice that he didn't really follow, I imagine. So then while he's building his Lego set that I sent you, the Legend of Zelda Lego set.
the Deku tree.
Yeah. That he
first paycheck purchase.
Yeah, pretty much. So he broke up with this girl while building that, which is also equally as depressing. So we'll probably never actually finish it. But she was here. So there was at least that kind of advantage. He didn't go like the full asshole route.
So it wasn't like he was just building. He was just casually texting while he was like putting Lego pieces together. Okay.
I put Zelda together, but I'm going to take you apart. Kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit. Kind of hardcore.
Multiple context. But like Carrie and I were sitting outside, out back, and we almost never sit out back. So we didn't hear anybody come downstairs, and we walk in the house to start getting dinner ready, and I just see his then now ex-girlfriend in our bedroom petting the cats. Because like we've got a very open kind of thing. I'll have to show you. But like our bedroom is almost right. It's literally right next to the hallway into the house. Okay. So anybody could be in there. It's big enough. It's like a second living room, I think is probably what people used it before, like we moved in.
Sure.
So like she's just in there petting cats, and I kind of hear her sniffle a little bit, and I'm like, fuck, he did it. So then she came.
Now, was there an indication at this point that he was going to do it, or was it just like a surprise?
Like not following my Friday conversation with him, because my thing was just like, you need to hang out a little more. You guys have not hung out since you've gotten the job. You need to try and actually spend time together. And there was a bunch of other things, but it was like, that's the rudimentary level of like, you need to just spend time again. So this was the first time, and I was like, okay, cool. They've got maybe one or two of these. Maybe we'll be around more. You got to censor that. I didn't mean to say the name. Maybe she'll be around more. But like, that was it. And then even Carrie and I, because I didn't fully tell Carrie about all of it, but I did indicate like they're kind of close to being done. But then like the sniffle happened, and then like my heart broke. And then when she walked into the kitchen, she starts like sobbing a little bit more, and then Carrie's heart broke.
I want to hear the rest of the story. Did you suggest Fleetwood Mac to this child?
No.
Or is this just like kind of like segueing into why you've chosen Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah. So she follows the rest of the family on Instagram. It was like, oh, I'm just going to, now that this is over, I'll just follow. Like this kid is cool as shit. She is an incredible musician. Like her dad is like one of the directors around here. She lives it. And it's like, I just want to see where this kid goes. So it's like, let's follow. I'll probably unfollow soon. I don't like following people that I don't need to. But then, like the Instagram notes thing pops up on the messages screen. So for Lotus every Tuesday, it's like Sad Kids Record Society. And then my kids will do their random shit. And then I see this one did Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And I'm like, damn.
Okay.
Damn. Generational, just generational heartbreak. And it's like, motherfucker. And she's texting.
If the kid, like the kids, like the right now kids, the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas are digging into Fleetwood Mac for their heartbreak.
Yeah.
God, you know it's bad. That's how you know it's bad. They're digging into Landslide by Fleetwood Mac for their this 14-year-old girl at this point, right?
16-year-old now, yeah.
Oh yeah, 16. Yeah, that's bad. That's rough.
It's not great. Yeah. She like texted my wife today, and they had a conversation. Like, I can only stand by my son's bad decisions and tell him that. Thank you for being a kid that can make your own decisions, but also at the same time, I think you have some other ideas, and I'm going to punch you in the nuts for later. But
well, at least he didn't text her.
Yeah, there is that. There is that. And he came down kind of in tears a little bit. So he and I had a talk Sunday night after it happened. And he sat on the front porch in tears a little bit. So he's not taking it as lightly as one might think. But still, it's like, God damn it. Why this one? Why this one that everybody actually likes and enjoys and is pleasant? And
all the good things. Here's my suggestion. Why not abandon the beleaguered boy child?
Exactly. Adopt the other one.
And adopt the sad girl child.
Yeah.
And it's just like a better...
I mean, it's a trade. It's fine. Yeah. Fire stations do exist for a reason.
They do exist. And your family would be punching up at that point.
Yeah, true.
Just bullying this poor kid. Like... We're just like bullying your son on the Love that for us. So but you didn't pick Landslide. What was it? So your song is...
I did pick Landslide.
You did pick Landslide, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I saw that and I'm like, what generational traumatic song is there? If not Landslide, truly. There's tons more, but Landslide is one of those where it's like, oh fuck, it's bad.
It's bad. Yeah. So yeah, generational.
Like, I think the only other thing could have been like Ohio is for Lovers, and that would have been like not as far of a reach, but it's like, oh shit, it's still bad.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah.
My song this week is a song called "Your Side of the Moon" by Ryan Ross. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ryan Ross has a new song now? No. No, he does not. This is Ryan Ross, 2 N's, Ryann Ross. I do not know who this person is. They kind of like appeared out of nowhere for me. And I listen to Apple Music, so I don't think they have as big of a problem as Spotify does with like the AI artists. So I did some research and was like, is this just like an AI artist or something? And it doesn't seem like she is. And I'm glad, because this is like a really like good, like haunting, like kind of like breakup song almost.
Oh, great.
Like
we're trending.
Yeah, we're trending. Like we both picked kind of sad songs today. Well, it's just like this, like, it's like this, like, there's like acoustic guitar, and it's just like, she has this like really like light, like breathy, like again, like haunting voice. Let me look at some of the lyrics here. Intertwined, we're so intertwined. I hear your voice in mine. I don't want to see you hold her or look over my shoulder with every glass of wine. Stay on your side, no more surprises, take your disguise. Find my eyes in somebody new. Don't cross over sunset with my rings in your pocket, and stay on your side of the moon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was looking at her discussion. She has 4 singles that I'm definitely gonna get into. I listen to, like, periodically Apple Music does the new music mix thing, where it's just like it'll take artists that and then it'll kind of like scan the algorithm for like, okay, what's some new music that this person would like based on the stuff that they know, and they'll kind of give you like this 30-song playlist of new songs every week. And this was on that playlist, and I was like, whoa. And so when I looked to see what the song was called, I was like, Ryan Ross. Oh, the podcast is gonna love this.
Yeah.
But it is like a really haunting, like kind of sad, very beautiful song. So I definitely will be checking out her other singles.
I mean, you know, a song is good when it makes you hit the fucking Keanu Reeves Neo. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like when you have that moment, but also thinking back, you know that Lotus immediately paused the podcast and went and Googled that song.
Oh,
and
100%.
Then found out
from the tip top of the episode. They're just like,
absolutely.
Huh? This song open. Listen to this again. Listen to this line. Well, look at you. Your clothes are new. There's no more holes in your jeans, but I know it's over. I hope it's over. It's so much colder for me.
Wow. God damn.
And it's just like the most mundane thing to pick out, but like,
yeah.
Oh, isn't that what fucking heartbreak is, right? Just
right. You notice everything. Man.
God. It's a really good song. It's a really good song.
All right,
so go into the show notes. We do have the Soundsystem playlist in our show notes on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. We won't stop you from making one on a different platform, but those are our two official ones. So there you go. I guess that is it.
Yeah.
For this week's episode.
Yeah.
We had Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. We had Your Side of the Moon by Ryan Ross.
We had I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson.
I Think You Should Leave by Tim Robinson. It is time to disperse. All kids must sleep. Yeah. All sleep must dream. What dreams may come, and other such cases.
Yeah, I think that's what the opening of Kingdom Hearts was.
Oh my God. Next week we will be talking about The Sharpest Lives and How I Disappear. It's going to be another combo episode. Very, very, very much looking forward to that. If I look at the calendar,
did you put another X on it?
Not yet. Yeah. So next week is going to be kind of normal. We are going to be double batching an episode here. So soon. So we're going to record. We're going to record Sharpest Lives, How I Disappear, and we're not going to be on delay for that. The Black Parade is going to be on a delay. So it's going to come out the week that it's supposed to, but we will not be getting to responses until 2 weeks following because we need to double up because I'm going to be moving during that time.
Yep.
So exciting.
So if you want your voices heard, think of whatever random fucking thing that you can. Meanwhile, Lily's transplanting herself across the USA.
Literally, I am schlepping myself across the country for the third time.
Yeah.
In less than 10 years.
Oof.
Is that not insane?
That's insane.
2017.
That is insane.
Did it by myself.
Yeah.
2023. Did it with my wife.
Gross.
I know. 2026. My wife and my mother-in-law. She's flying into town to help she's flying into town the beginning of our last week in Ohio to help us with our last minute packing and then to kind of give us somebody that can tag in to drive and give us a person because we have to get our 2 cars up there as well. So it's so instead of both of us having to drive solo the entire way, it's we're going to be able to kind of have a support person.
You got walkies. You got walkie-talkies.
We should invest in some walkie-talkies for sure. Yeah. Anyway, with all that being said, we'll see you next week for the next episode of this Black Parade's season. But for now, I declare this meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society closed. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?